And to actually kind of be in the game and be doing this type of experience is really good, really fun.
Now, you're one of my favorite players to watch in the league.
You're
butter smooth out there. So what do you think one aspect you're looking forward to seeing recreated in 2K26?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just the movements. I mean, like the way 2K is able to like capture legitimate movements of guys and kind of put them into the game and give them to the mod players and different things like that. That's really cool to me, and I want to see it continue to grow.
For sure. Speaking of your game, you've evolved over the years from your rookie year to now. What do you think the one aspect of your game that has most evolved?
I think the biggest thing is my mind has evolved. I watch a lot of film, I study a lot of guys, and then I watch a lot of basketball. So like in the process of that, I've learned a lot of things. I learned from a lot of different players, just watching the game, talking to people. And my thing is now I feel like I see the game through a different lens than I did when I was a rookie. I'm still young and I'm still like getting better every single day. But right now I feel like I'm in a really good groove, and I know how to get to my spots. I know how to get my teammates involved. I know how to kind of manipulate the defense, and it's been great.
I admire your preparation. So do you have any pre-game rituals that you lean on to get ready every night?
Pre-game, I mean, I like to take a nap. I like to just kind of relax, call my family, talk to them. Not really any crazy pre-game rituals. I just like to be relaxed and calm and in a good space. I mean, now it's a lot different than when I was younger. When I was younger, I just wouldn't talk to anybody. But now we play 82 games, and now I get to just talk to my family, talk to the people around me, and then just relax. You know, my dogs run around and laugh at them a little bit. So
nice. Don't want to put you on the spot here.
Coming right up, the Bucks taking on the Raptors. For the Milwaukee Bucks, losing 7 out of their last 10 games has left a bad taste in their mouth. But tonight represents a new beginning, and they want to taste victory once again. Raptors Bucks is coming up next, and we'll be right back. "2K Sports presents Thursday Night of the NBA. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. R.J. Barrett is out there with Barnes. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. And for the Bucks, Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Cole Anthony is out there with Porter. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. So Doris, talking specifically about coaching, is this the point in the season where a staff can try to light a spark under a player?
Yeah, a couple things to decide. That first, how is your doing versus what you believe your ceiling is? And second, what kind of effort are you getting on a daily basis? We know. These coaches, they are not afraid to light a fire when necessary, and sometimes, Kev, it's necessary.
And that one's good, Anthony.
I love it when guards are willing to get on the inside and go ahead and make plays. Cole Anthony, a scorer by nature.
Now here's Barnes. Drills it from outside.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Turner inside. Hurdles there. The shot by Turner, no good. Here's Barnes. Porter pulls it in. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. One player he is worried about in particular is Scotty Barnes because of the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. The three from Barnes sinks the triple. Barnes has got 6 points.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep if you leave him that open. My goodness.
Barnes against Antetokounmpo. Turner trying to free himself up. And that one's good, Anthony.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
And he's good on the three ball. And that's now 9 points for Barnes. Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. Porter looking it over. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Barnes, coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. Here's Kuzma. Here's Turner. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, there's a level of commitment that Miles Turner is showing on the glass right now. Goes hard to get rebounds and get an opportunity for the putback.
Barnes with it, covered by Anthony. Barnes with another miss.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
The Bucks shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate. Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Anthony. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
This guy is so creative with such an excellent handle. Nice drive by Cole Anthony.
And here's Barnes for three. Connects from three-point range. Barnes has got 12.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. The Raptors have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And here's Barnes for 3, out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. You look at Denver. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And seeing where the Raptors are, they put together quite the performance here of late. Won their last 3 games, energy and confidence level right now at an all-time high.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Temple will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And Shams, we appreciate the report. And the Raptors with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. And stolen by Barnes. Lets the 3 fly. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. And a chance here now to look at the rookie race. Never too soon to see how some of the fresh faces in the league are holding up. We've got quite a few youngsters looking to put their name in the front of the Rookie of the Year race. Well, you take a look at Barnes. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Well, he has wasted no time making his presence felt, and he's setting a very high standard for this year's rookie class.
Now Barnes. Following the miss by Kyle Kuzma from deep.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Turner. Anthony no one around. And the Bucks miss again. Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against Phoenix.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Now Anthony, after the missed 3 from Barnes, and that one is good.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And the Raptors call time here. Last time they met was in Toronto.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
Here's Porter. He's coming off a 22-point game against Washington. So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Barnes. And Murray Boyles in at the 7. And the Bucks with possession here. 9-point game. Here's Kuzma.
The length of Ingram, it really affects shooters.
Kuzma can't get it to go. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against Phoenix was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rejected by Barnes.
Get those long arms to work, Scotty Barnes. Send it back, young sir.
Raptors leading by 10. Barnes dishes to Barnes. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Doris, nowadays, we see lots of high school transfers amongst elite players. One example, Scotty Barnes.
No, exactly, Kevin. This young man attended 3 different high schools, and I think what each guy is trying to do is raise the level of competition.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Back to Porter. Giannis outside. Outside Porter. Over Barnes. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You take a look at Barnes, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball. Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Anthony's checked in for Trent. Pirtle, he's checked in for the Raptors. R.J. Barrett comes in for Quickly. Anthony's shot is off.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
To end the run, and Barnes sends it back. Kuzma, that's good.
Wow, Kuzma doing work in the painted area. That's beautiful.
And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Launches it. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Now Anthony. He picked up 30 points in their last win against the Wizards in Washington.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
Raptors leading by 22. MP way outside. And again, it's Toronto with a three.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Just tremendous defensive determination right there. Refuses to allow the easy two.
Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Anthony in the corner. And they'll get another chance. And that one's good by Porter.
Shooting while in rhythm. Porter Jr. has an impressive understanding for when to let that thing fly.
Anthony. And Barnes sends it back. Barnes looking around. Driving in, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Now, not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, who's checked in for Turner. A.J. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And so it's Toronto controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MV in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
The small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. Anthony is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball call.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Turner passes to Anthony. Over Barnes. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds tonight. Barnes outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. Outside Anthony. Going inside. And he banks in the layup. Anthony's got 19 points.
There are certain guys who know and believe they can be a top option offensively. Cole Anthony cooking right now.
And here's Barnes for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Barnes has got 39.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Guys?
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. And here's Barnes for 3, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Oh, he's been a man on a mission, and there's nothing that's slowing him down.
Kuzma outside. Out to Anthony. Floats it up for Giannis. Pirtle with the steal. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And Doris, what you love about Brandon Ingram, he's the total package.
He is, Kevin, because he's got incredible size, great shot-making ability. He's a 3-level scorer, and you can mix his matchup on the defensive end.
Jacks up a 3, connects again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
And the Bucks making a change here. Trent's checked in. Here's Anthony. That one's off, still out of sync.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And it's Trent in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Trent's got his first basket.
Well, Trent Jr. has a reputation of being a shooter, but don't sleep on his athletic ability and skill. Nice finish inside.
The 3 from Barnes. Kuzma pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Count it. Anthony's got 21.
Boy, the defense makes Cole Anthony work for it, but boy, he doesn't back down.
Barnes against Anthony. Takes a three. The rebound by the Bucks. It's Trent on the wing. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. And Barnes sends it back. The layup off target. Bucks have gone 4-7 to get things started here in the second half. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, it takes more than tight defense to bother Gary Trent Jr.
Substitution on the court. .122 left here in the third quarter. For three, sinks the three-pointer. Barnes has got 56 points in the game.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
And he gets it to go.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Barnes down low. From deep three-point land, Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. 30 seconds left to play here in the third, and the basket is good. Giannis has got 12 points in the game. The three from Barnes, and the three ball is good.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And stolen by Barnes. From deep three-point land. And the last second attempt does not go in for it. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Toronto ahead, just dominating this one. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
The little mistakes are the only reason they got this lead.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. We've got Walter, and it's Barnes, and at the point guard. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got 23.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The three from Barnes, and good, he hits it again. That's 62 points, 62.
Amazing, a remarkable performance from him so far.
Tipped away. To the wing right side. Sims dishes to Anthony. Over Barnes. They get it again.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, happening.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Harris up top. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Barnes with it. Now Anthony defending. Anthony against Barnes. From deep three-point land. And he recovers it. The tray. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana.
And for that matchup against the Grizzlies, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
MP from deep three-point land. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Sims kicks to Anthony. Mobo with the rebound.
Oh, that's a chippy. Point-blank range. He'd like that one back.
Barnes outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barnes has got 8 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I'll tell you, allow him to get to a spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Barnes outside. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Back to Anthony. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Anthony's got 11 points here in just the second half. Barnes against Anthony. Rebounded by Anthony. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Antetokounmpo passes to Anthony. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Anthony's got 30.
Boy, terrific individual effort. Almost single-handedly, this guy trying to keep them competitive.
Anthony against Barnes. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Toronto working the ball around now. And good, there's another.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Anthony down low. Barnes on him. Sims dishes to Anthony. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, Cole Anthony mixing it up on the interior. Nice job drawing the contact. This guy is unafraid.
TB1 complained about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the players out of rhythm. It drives the viewers at home crazy. This is something that us television people can go absolutely nuts about.
Just 2 to shoot, and that one's good, Barnes.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Anthony. Knocks down the step-back J. Anthony's got 18 points just in the second half.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Barnes against Green. Again, what an avalanche! And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Anthony. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Anthony against Barnes. Launches a 3. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that 3-point shot.
Anthony kicks to Trent. Back to Anthony. trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Toronto.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Barnes.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
And here's Barnes for three. It's hauled in by Trent. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Hits it from three-point range. Anthony's got 37.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
The three from Barnes. The rebound by the Bucks. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Anthony. Barnes grabs the miss. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. And it's sent back by Turner.
My goodness, the timing, the length, the instinct. Miles Turner sends it back.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Into the lineup for the Raptors, Shed.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance. At both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
So, like, why the fuck not?
Love that. Who's one person that you think will most look forward to seeing you in NBA 2K26? It's my career story.
Yeah, I think the biggest person is probably one of my friends. His name is Jaden McGrew. He plays the game probably every day, literally every day. I call him Bug. But he probably, I'm not going to tell him. So, of course, it's going to be really cool just for him to see me out there. And I'll probably get a lot of FaceTime calls from a lot of the homies back home. So.
All right, last one for you. Now that NBA 2K26 is here.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Anthony Simons out there with Derek White. And it's Garza in at the 5 spot. And for Toronto, perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's Barnes in at the 1 spot. So, Greg, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
Now here's Barnes. Barnes trying to free himself up. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the night here. And that one misses. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons. They're almost a decade younger. And Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. If he can fit in defensively, he could be a long-term contributor, guys.
Yeah, he's more than capable. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Outside Tatum. Outside Simons. And they pick up 2.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Barnes. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Pass to Garza. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
And here's Barnes for 3 in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. So the Celtics called timeout, their first. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Misses off the left iron. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. There's up a 3, and again, Toronto with the triple.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Barnes against Tatum. Brown outside. Just 5 to shoot.
Barnes grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Outside, White. Round the pass to Simons. And they get it. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Barnes. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. MP's really making a difference here.
We all know the message from their coach. Figure out a way to stop the hot hand.
Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. Number one, the Raptors.
Great defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor.
Lots of moments, RJ, shine through in the career of Jason Tatum.
The one that sticks out to me was the moment of relief after they won the finals. The "we did it" quote will live in Celtics infamy, echoing that of the great Kevin Garnett.
You watch Jason Tatum, Richard. He looks comfortable in everything he does.
And even though it's a hard game, he just makes it look so easy. And I think being an NBA champion, that's giving him a little boost in confidence.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
Barnes outside from deep three-point territory. Rebounded by the Celtics. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
And what a find by Brown, demonstrating a willingness to create for teammates.
The three from Barnes. Garza pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The shot's good from Simons.
And they've had assists now on their last three baskets.
Barnes looking around. Three-pointer scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to White. Simons from outside. That's no good, and now he's missed two and made two. Now here's Barnes. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Here's Garza. He's got 5. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Hands it from downtown. Tatum's got 7 points.
Ooh, how about that extended range from Tatum? That was an absolute bomb.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And here's Barnes for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Barnes has got 23 points.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Pritchard with a wide open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
There's a minute 47 left to play here in the first. And Barnes sends it back. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. A minute 42 left here in the first quarter. 5 to shoot. Pass to Minot.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Barnes against Pritchard. A 3 ball. And again, Toronto with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Walsh. Here's Minot. To the inside. Pritchard. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pritchard from outside. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Here's Barnes, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
This one for 3, and again, Toronto with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
On the court for the Celtics, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Minot in at the 5. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Bucks played some superb basketball. He dropped an amazing number of points, and they were not ready for him to block shots left and right. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And here is Simons after the three-pointer from Barnes. Yep, that one goes in there.
And while he's not the biggest guy in the world, Simons will battle and make some tough shots like that.
And Craig, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter. And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now here's Barnes. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. Barnes kicks to Barnes. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Outside, Barrett. Barnes against Tatum. Fires for 3. The rebound by Simons.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Bucket is good.
Look at the quickness of Simons pulling up in a flash.
Now here's Barnes. He has 40. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Tatum. He takes it in, and the layup is good. 9 points for Jason Tatum.
Brushing off the contact look. The dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
And the Raptors call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of the scoring run here.
This is second to the free throw line in this one.
Luka Garza. One shot.
Here's Barnes. From past the arc, Garza pulls it in.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Here's Walsh. Nothing on the board. Shot clock at 2. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Raptors leading by 13. Barnes outside. 36 seconds left in the first half. Takes the 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Barnes against Pritchard. Here's Minot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Celtics have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Barnes against Pritchard. Barnes outside. From downtown, beats the buzzer!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And if they keep... There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. And it's Barnes in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Here's Simon. Here's Garza. Toronto grabs the miss.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Barnes against Simon. The 3. They get the rebound. Pirtle missed inside. Celtics trail by 17. Right inside. He's covered by Ingram. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Richard, I'll say this. Jaylen Brown's often at the heart of a debate about what his true value is. I think it's immense.
Oh, I don't know what the debate is. I don't know the difference between megastar, superstar, but he is a proven all-star, an all-NBA player, and a finals MVP.
Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
And Simons has it in the corner. Looking to get back on track here. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Jakob Pirtle. The Celtics have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And on the court, Simons is like a lightning bolt of energy. He hustles hard and just puts in the sweat to outwork the other team.
Sam Hauser's checked in for the Celtics. Barnes outside. The Raptors rebound. Nice shot by Pirtle.
That's where he's going to do his damage. Jakob is a beast inside.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Back over to you, Kevin.
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. A three from Barnes. Pirtle kicks to Barnes. Three-pointer. Yet another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Prolific from deep in the first half. He's trying to continue that.
And stolen by Barnes. And it's in there. Barnes has got 53.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Outside, White. And there's the drive. Lays it up and banks it in.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Raptors leading by 20. Now here's Barnes. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And here's a look at some of the most multi-dimensional players in the NBA. Not only can they pass, they can fill it up, the highest scoring point guards this season. Well, you take a look at Barnes, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And you can't say enough about the value of a player like him. I mean, who can attack a defense in so many different ways from the point.
It's a trend in the NBA these days. Point guards whose number one job is to score the basketball, and he's the best of all right now.
Down low, Simons, and Barnes sends it back. Hauser misses.
That's rock-solid defense on a really good score.
Here's the three, and another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Right the pass to Simons. Now Hauser. Hasn't made one yet. Clock at 6. Here's Tatum. And Pirtle sends it back.
He's quick to read and react on D. Pirtle can really disrupt an opponent's offense.
Barnes kicks to Ingram. Back to Barnes. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Tatum, 11 points in the game. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Okay, big boy. All right. You like to see Tatum asserting himself on the interior. Look, he's forcing the defense to foul.
Substitution on the court.
26 seconds left to play in the third. A three from Barnes. Hits it again. Wow.
Made that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Simons from outside. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 5 rebounds tonight. Over Pritchard. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Sam Hauser. And it's Shireman in at the shooting guard. Pass to Hauser. Beyond the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barnes has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Minot. Here's Gonzalez. No good on the three.
Even though it didn't go down, he'll take that shot every time.
Pass to Mobo. Barnes outside. And he stays with it. There's the triple. Drains it from beyond the arc. Barnes has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Toronto.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Gonzalez's shot is off.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
The three from Barnes. And again!
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Pass to Minot. Dick with the steal. Pass break. Here come the Raptors. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Here's Hauser. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And for that matchup with the Blazers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Boston's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. To the middle, can they get it? That one misses. Good D by Barnes. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. From outside the arc, Tillman grabs the miss. The Celtics have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Here's Gonzalez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Richard, we see such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
100%. We have to change our development. We have to change our approach to youth basketball because right now the Europeans, 1, hungrier, 2, they have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age. They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Hauser. Shoots the 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Hauser's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The 3 from Barnes. And Boston with the rebound. Hauser's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Gonzalez. The second chance effort, and the layup is good.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them. You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Derek White's checked in for Boston.
Derek White.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Boston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. White, wide open, he fires. And again, it's Boston with the 3.
Over the years, we've seen constant growth from Tatum as a playmaker. Part of the reason why he's an all-NBA first teamer.
The 3 from Barnes. Got a hand on it. White with it. Guarded now by Barnes. And White with the stuff.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. White dishes to Tatum. Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest early in the regular season, and I'm all for it. Between that and the play-in, I think the NBA's done a great job to kind of make every part of the calendar relevant.
The 3 from Barnes, and they recover it. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Walsh. Walsh has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Shireman. And it's Mamu Kalishvili with the rebound. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Barnes, and it's blocked. Inside, here's White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. 16 points for Jarrett White.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Toronto.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Barnes.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
The Celtics on offense. They're on an 18-5 run.
And when Tatum is aggressive like that, it's tough to keep him off the line.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Jason Tatum, 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Barnes can't get it to go. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Hauser. Buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough deep.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it out tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution.
79, 10, 3 and 3.
Execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that. Niggas hating on me. I don't know why they hating on me. I ain't even dead now.
Season 4 of My Team is bringing the best cards yet for your next showdown. Evo Tyrese Maxey is your level 1 reward. He evolves from Amethyst to Diamond and will shine bright as your new point guard.
Add to Maxey with all defensive honors when you reach level 10 with Diamond Tabo Cephalosha.
More defense and some above-the-rim action. Your level 20 reward is Pink Diamond DeAndre Jordan.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Our game tonight featuring the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Toronto Raptors at Scotiabank Arena. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. Now, Golden State's starting 5. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. And it's Kuminga in at the small forward. And for Toronto, the post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. And it's Barnes in at the point guard. And GA, we've got 2 teams coming into this game on dueling hot streaks.
It's hard not to be excited for this one. Both are looking at this game as an opportunity to make a statement.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Barnes can't get it to go. Hield with it. Picked up by Barrett. And the wide open shot from Green. Hits the three-point bomb.
Mr. Reliable, you can count on Green to show up every night.
Barnes looking around. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. On the topic of Curry, Coach said, it's like playing a game of tag. He continued, we had our wings chase our guards around in practice, and everyone is on notice. We all know how good he can be. The important thing is to not take any plays off. We'll stay sharp, or he'll remind us, that's for sure. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 8 points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Yeah, it's stolen by Barrett. Fast break Toronto to stop the run. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Barrett.
Getting this one to fall hopefully gets things rolling. Their first make out of 5 shots.
Hield the pass to Kuminga. Now Green. Golden State moving the ball around. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Raptors trail by 12. Fires the 3, drains the 3-pointer.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
And this is a matchup that can frustrate them as they came up empty in their 2 games against them last year.
Some changes for Golden State. Al Horford, he's checked in for Green. Moody comes in for Butler. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Buddy Hield. Now here's Curry. Last game he had 13. Offensive rebound. Pajemski. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets That's the call, and we'll shoot 2. And here's a rundown of the rookies already having a huge impact in their first season. These are the NBA's rookie scoring leaders. Well, you take a look at Barnes, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And there's always firepower in every rookie class, but even among the top guns, he's the best of the best. He'll be an offensive force for years to come.
Now here's Barnes. Last game out, 36 points for him. It's good from long range.
Gets one to fall, but only a second make in the first 7 attempts.
To the paint, and Barnes sends it back. First quarter play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charani. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, with a window of opportunity opening in the East, the Raptors are trying to make inroads. After acquiring Brandon Ingram last season, he's finally out of the bubble wrap, providing that offensive punch that this team has needed. The goal is clear. Ingram said it himself. They're looking to get back into the playoffs in Toronto.
Love that confidence. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And that one's good, Barnes.
Great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Curry with the 3. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
A 3 from Barnes, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And Barnes sends it back. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Moody with it. No scoring in this one. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Pajemski. Traps in the tray.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He went on an aerial three-point display, drilling 4 long balls. Here for the Warriors. The Warriors trailing. They've got Grady Dick. Emmanuel quickly out there with Barnes. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Healed against quickly. Here's Curry. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And the Raptors with possession. They're on a 17-7 run. Richard, be honest, did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against Washington was a man on a mission. He had 36 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Outside, Horford. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Monday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Denver Nuggets. From deep, and again it's Toronto with a 3.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Pass to Kuminga. Healed against quickly. Now here's Curry. And the three off target.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
And here's Barnes for three. Barnes with another miss. And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding on.
Toronto, 46. The Warriors, 38.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
And you can bet that that's had an effect the rest of the way. Guys won't be trying to take him one-on-one because he alters just as many shots as he blocks.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. And it's Kuminga in at the 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Outside Curry. Butler with the ball, picked up by Barrett. Curry with a wide open look, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
You knew it was coming because Steph, this man loves a good duel.
Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates. Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Butler on the wing. From the arc. Again, Curry missing.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
And the Warriors with some changes. Richards is checked in, and it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry. Outside, Kuminga. In the paint, Butler.
Strong move by Butler, making sure that was a quality possession.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are, guys.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Good D by Barnes. And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Barnes outside. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Pass to Butler. Here's Richard. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The 3 from Barnes drills the 3-pointer. Barnes has got 44.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Green finds Pajemski. Barnes against Butler. Poked away. Here's Podziemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Here's Butler. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Down low, here's Kuminga. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. It could go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Raptors out in front, just dominating this one. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Barnes and Murray Boyles in at the power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Back to Payton. And Barnes sends it back all by himself. Jumps up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And stolen by Barnes. Yep, it counts. Barnes has got 49 points in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. RJ, there were questions about the 2 timeline approaching Golden State, but some of those young guys have made a difference.
And some haven't. But those team-friendly contracts of those younger players, that's one advantage. And a way to keep that energetic talent around their young stars.
Curry passes to Payton. On the wing, Payton. Shot clock at 6. It's Curry outside. And Quentin Pose gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Past season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
And the Warriors making a change here. Moody's checked in. It's rebounded by Dick. Raptors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The 3 from Barnes. The rebound by Post. Warriors have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. And yes, it's good. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. The 3 from Barnes. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Here's Curry. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And Toronto making a change here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And Golden State also making a change. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for D'Anthony Melton. On its way from Curry for 2. And he overshot that one, missing.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Pass to Barnes. Fires the three. That one, no good. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Barnes against Curry. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. So it's the Warriors now.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Raptors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Barnes.
And there's no question his defense set the tone for his team and gave them the rim protection they needed. Outstanding effort.
Barnes can't get it to go.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Here's Butler. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You just can't fall for Butler's shot fake. Once he has you up.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away.